What if the chains you wear to survive suddenly turn into weapons that could destroy everything you hold dear, like a soldier in ancient wars who finds his sword thirsting for blood, friend and foe alike? In Episode 4 of Chained Soldier Season 2, titled Rampage, released on January 29, 2026, and streaming now on High Dive, with some regions on Crunchyroll, that nightmare steps into the light. The Mato battlefield has been brutal, with Yuki's slave form granting power at a steep price, but now the strongest commander claims her turn. You feel the air thicken with raw energy, taste the metallic tang of unleashed fury, hear the ground crack under uncontrollable might. I sat there, breath caught, wondering, when power slips its leash, who pays the real cost? It grips you tight, not as a sales pitch, but as that deep pull inside saying you must see if control can ever return. Building from the squad's tense alliances and Yuki's growing role in earlier episodes, where his slave transformations boosted the 7th unit against Shuki hordes while hinting at hidden dangers. Episode 4 delivers on long-teased promises. Supreme Commander Ren Yamashiro borrows Yuki from Kyuka, unleashing a new, terrifying slave form to crush enemies. Chaos erupts in battle, rewards follow with unexpected twists, and ripples spread through the demon defense force. Without spoiling the core shocks, it shifts from squad-level fights to high-stakes power experiments, blending explosive action with intimate fallout. The transition feels like a storm breaking, leaving you on edge, heart racing, desperate to know how far this rampage echoes into what's next. It's that urgent whisper. You have to witness the moment power turns wild. The episode surges forward like a dam bursting, advancing the larger war against Shuki while spotlighting the risky mechanics of Yuki's ability. Key moments include a devastating new transformation, Killer Fong, that wipes out hordes but loses all reason, turning ally into target. Pacing mixes intense action bursts with slower, charged aftermath, keeping balance sharp. Fans often puzzle over cloudy parts. Why is this form so unstable? How does it differ from others? From Takehiro's manga, around chapters 55 to 58, this black, berserk state draws from Ren's unmatched strength. It amplifies Yuki beyond limits but erases control, making him a living weapon that can't distinguish sides. The anime clarifies this through raw visuals and Yuki's blackout explanation. No heavy info dumps needed. Reddit and Twitter chatter highlights how this sets up future squad rivalries, like Azuma family tensions, and deeper interpersonal stakes. A strong close leaves threads dangling. You feel the ground still shaking. Ren Yamashiro steals the spotlight. The untouchable Supreme Commander cracks under something she can't dominate, revealing hidden vulnerability beneath her iron rule. Her pride shatters in ways that feel earned and surprising. Yuki grows subtly. His quiet acceptance of the chaos shows deeper resolve, while his choices in the aftermath hint at shifting power. Kyuka's jealousy simmers realistically, consistent with her protective nature. Dialogue stays true. No forced shifts, just raw, transformative moments that expose souls. Power's double edge, control versus surrender, dominance and submission. These pulse through every scene. Ren's theft of Yuki asks, what happens when the strongest must yield? It mirrors old tales of kings undone by their own might or warriors lost to battle rage. Sacrifice appears in small ways, enduring humiliation for growth, while hope clings in the bonds that survive the storm. The lending system between commanders gains dangerous depth. Stronger masters unlock deadlier forms, but with fatal risks. Shuki threats feel more urgent, and hints at family lineages. Azuma, add layers without overload. The script cuts sharp and heavy. Lines drip with tension, foreshadow quietly, and land like blows. Nothing cliché. Words carry real weight, echoing long after, making you replay them like old promises broken or kept. Passion's team, art direction strong under their style, crafts stark contrasts. White slave forms give way to shadowy black Killer Fong, with reds and darks symbolizing lost control. Fluid action in battles turns to deliberate stillness in rewards. Beauty here means danger, the kind that thrills and terrifies because it's so alive. Tight angles on raging eyes and wide shots of destruction mirror inner chaos. Editing rhythm pounds like a heartbeat, fast cuts in Rampage, slow in Fallout, pulling you into the frenzy as if the chains bind you too. The OST throbs like a second pulse. Heavy beats elevate the rampage, then drop to tense silence that screams louder. Motifs from prior episodes swell into something darker, burning into memory. Kana Hanazawa as Ren Yamashiro delivers standout fire. Her voice shifts from commanding thunder to trembling shock, embodying a queen dethroned. Yuki's VA, Yuichiro Omahara, brings raw intensity, his growls and quiet reflections hitting deep. This episode scorched me. The rush of unstoppable power, the sting of pride broken, the quiet wonder of bonds tested. I felt the heat of battle, the cold shock of reversal. The pivotal clash feels like destinies slamming together, a breaking point where control shatters and something new rises. It asks questions we all face. Would you chain yourself for strength? What if that strength devours you? I left tasting iron and smoke, hearing echoes of rage in the silence, wondering what I'd become if unleashed. Some call out still frames or rushed moments, feeling lazy amid high stakes. But those choices heighten the berserk feel, like real fury blurs details. The Eki focus isn't flaw but intent. It forces vulnerability, making humiliation meaningful. Episode 4 excels in raw power displays, character cracks, and tension that hooks deep. It nails its goals of thrilling action and twisted intimacy. Minor animation dips fade against the emotional fire, but the chains are looser now. The rampage's echo lingers. One question hangs like smoke. When the mightiest falls to her own borrowed storm, can anyone truly master what comes next? The battlefield calls on high dive. You don't just want to watch episode 4. You need to feel the rage, taste the reversal, and decide if you dare wear those chains. The rampage isn't over. Will you face it,